Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. In today's video we're playing some more Football Manager, but today I'm going to be showing you 5 tips for anyone who's just starting the game, or anyone who's played the game for a little while and just might not know some of these tips. But I'm just going to share some of the things that I personally do in my saves on Football Manager, and they might help you. If you try them, it's give them a go, see if they work for you, and we'll get into the first trick then, which will be adding an extracurricular activity to your training schedule, and it's fucking so easy. And it benefits it so much. You come over to your dynamics, you see how good my dynamics are. Team cohesion, nearly all the way up. Club atmosphere, nearly all the way up, and same for managerial support. But to get the team cohesion up, which is arguably the hardest to get up, all you have to do, and it does take time. You have to just do it. You have to do it every week, and you have to be persistent with it, because it's not it doesn't work straight away. You won't see noticeable progress straight away. But pick one of these rest days where they're resting. So I'll pick this one, and then you go to extracurricular, and then you just do team bonding, and then you see team cohesion increased, happiness greatly increased, which is great for when they're playing, because if you have happy players, they're going to play well. Fatigue slightly reduced, in conditions slightly reduced, but not really. Not much, and it increases teamwork, and it's just great if your players play together well. You can do it as well, but I wouldn't recommend doing community outreach, because it just does one thing. Team bonding, it just does loads, and it's really good. And this one, it increases the intensity more than team bonding does, and team bonding is better. But so just add a team bonding, boom. To do that each week, and it's fucking simple. It's so simple, and it benefits it so much. So that's literally the first tip on how to boost your team cohesion, and it works. Not straight away, like I said, but I mean it's really good, because look, perfect example. My team cohesion is really good. Club atmosphere, well, it doesn't really affect the club atmosphere too much, but I mean, look at the team cohesion. It really does help if you're just persistent with it and keep adding it in, etc, etc. But that's the first tip. The second tip then is going to be one where you can do it a certain amount of times, but don't do it all the time. If you keep nagging on at them before every match, they're gonna get annoyed. So if you see any of your players whose morale's a little bit down, so let's say my centre back here, his morale's a little less than everyone else's, as you can see there. Is it excellent? But I mean, there's people here who's exceptional. You're an excellent. But I mean, we'll just go with my centre back if it clicks on him. And then before a match, just go to praise player, conduct, and just praise his conduct. And then look, it's gone up. It's now from extremely good. Oh, it must have been extremely good before. It's gone from extremely good to excellent. It goes up. It'll go up by 1, but then also, again, don't do this every time. But if you find a player who's been training really well, like Cooper Mears here, 10, and I'll say he trains well in every training session. He gets the best in every training session. So I have been saying that he's training really well, loads. So I won't say that to him again. If you find someone else here, Junior, go to praise player, go to praise training and development, click that, and you trained really well to keep it up, and it goes from exceptional to perfect. And then in match now, well, it'll probably go down by the time we actually play a match. But if you do that right before a match, it actually does improve how they play in the game, and it's really important. I do this quite a lot, boosting the confidence and stuff, because Luke, now he's got a perfect moral, and he'll just play better now, and he'll have better teamwork, and he'll just play better in game. He's been playing well as of late anyway, but I mean, it doesn't hurt. It takes a couple seconds to praise a player, and the effects he gives off is just amazing. So I really think you should do it. It's a good tip to do, and it doesn't take long at all. So the third tip is one that I've actually forgot to do in this series. That's why I'm going to tell you guys to do it. But it's really good to get scouting knowledge. So if you see here, I've got world knowledge 9%, which is actually pretty good. But I mean, you can boost that by all you have to do is you go to dynamics. I can't remember. Oh yeah, no, staff. Sorry, you go to staff. You go to overview, scouting and transfer team. No, sorry, ignore me. Go to responsibilities. You go down to scouting, and then you go to assigning scouts, and you take control of that, and you confirm it down here in the bottom right. And now you can come over to scouting, and assignments. Go to assignments up here. So scouting on the left, assignments, and then you go to and then here it'll say create new assignment, as you can see. But if you don't turn that on in the staff, and you leave it off, that won't appear, and you won't be able to create a new assignment. So if you create new assignment, and let's add South America, because it's always good players come from South America. And let's go for hot prospect. Fits your tactic, and I can't stress, it's important to make sure it fits your tactic. You don't have to put that on, because you may change your tactic, but it's very important. Like, I think it's important that they fit your tactic, obviously. And then pick your scouts with the best judging player potential. I suggest you pick the obviously best judging player potential, because judging the player's potential is key, and that's what you're after. So confirm that bloke, and then here's another really important bit: duration here, ongoing, because you don't want him to stop. Just keep going. Just keep going. And then start assignment, and now he'll feed back. He'll be in Brazil, and that'll increase your world knowledge, because you'll know more about Brazil, and you're gonna get hot prospects from Brazil, South America, and you're gonna get better world knowledge, because you're gonna know more about like Brazil, Argentina, Chile, etc., and you'll get like some of the best players in the world come from those countries, and you hopefully you'll be able to feed back some really hot prospects to you, which obviously everyone wants, especially in Football Manager. You want the hot prospects so you can build them up over the years. But yeah, that is tip number 3, I think. So this is going to be a tip on like buying players, and it's so much easier and to do this. And I'll show you here. It's not. I'm not going to actually buy him, but it's just going to be an example. So say you want to buy a player. I'm going to say Jeremy Frimpong. Yeah, Frimpong. Sorry. And you only have a certain amount of money, but I have got 30 mil right now. But I mean, say you only have a certain amount of money, so let's say 10 mil, and let's see what they ask for. So let's put 15 down. they said no, but I mean, then you can keep increasing this. Actually, let me find you a better example because these are being pricks. So here you go. We got a Portuguese player, defensive midfielder who's a deep line playmaker, and we're going for him. And they are, yeah. Let's just see how much they want. So we'll just put that in. They want 111 million. Right, so obviously we don't want that. So we'll go down to like 20 mil we want to pay. And then we'll go with like 30 million in installments. And right now, you won't need to worry about them installments. But over the coming years, it will affect. So we'll say 20 mil, and they're asking for 48. So we'll go back down to 20 for us, and let's just say 50 from us in installments. And it's 16. You'll pay 16 million every year for the next 3 years. I think. Yeah, for the next 3 years. And you will have to worry about that in the 3 years' time when it's all come out. But hopefully you'll have maybe using this player if you really need him. You'll have, I don't know, won a trophy or something, or finished higher in the Premier League or whatever, wherever you are, and you'll have got more money and built up your bank by then. But let's suggest that, and they accepted it. There you go. So yes, it's like 70 million, but you're only paying 20 right now. So it's a really good way to get a player and not have to pay in full straight away. You're playing in installments, which is I find it really useful, and I use it loads that, and it's really good. So definitely use that. And yeah, let's move on to the last tip. So this is going to be the last tip, number 5, and when a player, because when you're in a season, you've got loads of matches, and people are going to be tired, and etc. etc. And you really need to build up some people's sharpness and fitness. And if we see here, Ryan Fraser has it isn't Max. Actually, no. Let's pick Matty Longstaff. He's got mediocre. Actually, let's pick a better player. Rolando Aarons. He's losing sharpness, and we might want to play him in a match coming up. So what you do to gain a player, get a player's sharpness, like increase a player's sharpness, and it's dead simple. You just click on him, and then you come over here, and you just make available for the under 23s for like 60 minutes. And then he'll play in the next under 23s match. I've got it on loads of people, if you can see here. Like Ryan Fraser, this bloke. You see, I've got it on loads of players just to increase their sharpness, so I can play them, and they're sharp, and they're ready for matches. Same for Tyrese Campbell here. He doesn't play every match because he isn't good enough right now. He could become, like Luke, he can become really good. But right now, he isn't ready for us. But I do like to play him every now and then. So I've got him playing for the under 23s, and he's got he's sharp. He's got max sharpness. Same for Lascelles, but he isn't playing for the under 23s right yet. But it keeps the player's sharpness up whilst still playing matches as well. So especially if they're a younger player like Tyrese Campbell, they can develop and get match experience as well as keeping sharp and fit, so they can play in the next match. But that is the 5th and final tip. But I'm going to give you an extra one. But it can't be its own tip, so that's why I'm only saying 5, and plus 5 is better for the title. But if you go over to training, you want to rest. Here, this is the normal one, but it's a lot better for when they're at full fitness. Have it on double intensity, and I'd have it on double intensity here. So these two on double, and it just makes the training so much better. I'd just leave these three, I would, but when they're getting at like the peak fitness, I'd have it on double intensity. So just so it trains the players better, and they get better at training, and you know the training will be overall better for them. But that wasn't going to be its own tip. That's just a little extra at the end. But thank you all for watching. If these tips helped you out, or anything like that, like the video and please subscribe. Really helps us out. Really helps me out. And all that good stuff. But most importantly, thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.